A football podcast for football fans by football guys. Welcome to the End Zone Experts.
What is good, fantasy football fam? Welcome back to the End Zone Experts, the spot where we break down everything you need to dominate your leagues, especially those dynasty leagues where the real grind never stops. I am your host, Chris Knowles, and today we're diving into 5 NFL players you should be targeting right now in your dynasty leagues for the 2025 season. The offseason is heating up. Free agency has just about passed. The NFL draft is looming, and smart dynasty managers are making moves while the values are still shaky. Grab yourself a coffee, get yourself a protein shake if you're fancy, and let's talk about these buy low gems who could really turn your roster into a dynasty powerhouse. First up, we have Drake May, quarterback from New England Patriots. The Patriots have been somewhat of a mess, but hear me out. Drake May was the number 3 overall pick in the 2024 draft. And while he played behind Jacoby Brissett last year for a very minimal time, the upside, obviously, we saw was massive. The kid's got a cannon arm, sneaky good rushing ability. Think almost like a Josh Allen light. And I'm telling you, in 2025, this kid could be a legit top 5 fantasy quarterback. The Patriots are sitting on really had a bunch of cap space and early draft picks this offseason. So they're going to obviously juice up that offense around him, which they kind of touched on a little bit in the free agency. And now we have the draft coming up. A lot of rumors of him possibly the Patriots taking a Travis Hunter type wide receiver or a Tate McMillan. It's going to be really interesting. Right now, dynasty managers should not be sleeping on him. Just because he's ranked where he's ranked right now, please do not sleep on Drake May. He is going to be phenomenal. If he really just kind of locks down and grows, obviously Mike Vrabel is there now, and I think he's fully invested in the fact that he is the franchise guy right now. Adding some more pieces in this draft coming up, it's going to be lights out. I think the Patriots are well on their way. He is definitely a buy now. Right now, to gauge where he would be, you're going to have to give up a first-round pick for him. He is just that good. Drake May, I would say, could end up really, like I said, top five fantasy quarterback. So if you have a chance, go grab him, please. Next, I want to talk a little bit about a running back out of Carolina, Chuba Hubbard. The dude quietly balled out in 2024. He had over 1,100 rushing yards, double-digit touchdowns, and a 4.8 yards per carry. That is RB1 production, folks, and he is only 25 years old. The Panthers' backfield took a hit with Jonathan Brooks, retore that ACL late last year, so Hubbard's locked in as the lead dog for 2025. It's possible that Carolina may add some depth in the draft, but Hubbard's proven he can handle a workhorse load. His value still is a little suppressed because people are obsessed with the shiny new rookies like Ashton Genty, but you can snag him for really a mid-tier price possibly. Think of like a late first-round pick or a solid vet, and that's a steal for a guy who could give you RB1 numbers for the next few years. I really like what Carolina has done, especially with the late blossom of Bryce Young at quarterback. Carolina is going to be really, really fun to watch this coming season. And obviously we have Xavier Legette at wide receiver. Curious to see where they're going to add some more playmakers. But overall, I think the Panthers definitely have wrote that wrong late last season, and Bryce Young really looks like a different quarterback. It's been awesome. As someone who has Bryce Young shares in Dynasty, I'm glad I held because I was sweating bullets for a minute, no doubt. Number 3, we're going to talk about a wide receiver, Xavier Worthy from the Kansas City Chiefs. If you kind of watch the end of the 2024 season, you saw this speed demon start to heat up. The rookie finished strong, racking up yards after the catch and showing why he ran a 4.21 at the combine. Patrick Mahomes absolutely loves him. And with Rashid Rice's legal stuff still kind of up in the air, and then Hollywood Brown hitting free agency, Worthy's role could explode in 2025. He's not just a deep ball guy either. He's getting schemed, open on shorter stuff, which screams PPR gold. Right now, he's hovering around wide receiver 24 or lower in dynasty rankings. But I'd bet my lunch money this guy's a top 15 wideout next year. I would really start looking into ways to buy him. I think Rashid Rice is still the wide receiver 1, but again, as I mentioned, we don't know what's going to happen with all the legal stuff there. Even if Rashid Rice is good, I still like Worthy as a solid wide receiver 2. I definitely would be buying him. He is just incredibly fast, and when he gets the ball, he just makes things happen. He is definitely a buy. All right, moving on to number 4. Talk a little tight ends. Mark Andrews for the Baltimore Ravens. I know he's 30 in 2025, and 2024 was his worst statistical year since 2019. But let's just pump the brakes on the fact that people are saying he's washed. Andrews still has elite hands, a red zone nose, and Lamar Jackson throwing him the ball. Isaiah Likely's emergence might have spooked some managers, but Andrews isn't going anywhere. He's got no guaranteed money left after this year, so he could stay in Baltimore or land somewhere else as a tight end 1 in 2026. Tight end's a wasteland in fantasy, and proven guys like Andrews just don't grow on trees. He's fallen to tight end 8 or lower in some rankings. If you can, nab him for a second-round pick or a depth piece, and you've got a guy who can still deliver top 5 production for a couple more seasons. I definitely would try and kind of see what his value is in your league. Obviously, perception and everything is everyone's own trade values, I should say, perception-wise. So I would definitely try to see if you can grab him. And last but not least, number 5, Rome Odunze, wide receiver for the Chicago Bears. This rookie didn't light up the stat sheet in 2024, mostly because Caleb Williams was figuring things out and DJ Moore was eating into some targets. But the Bears just hired Ben Johnson. Yes, the Lions offensive wizard as their head coach, and that's a game changer. Johnson loves spraying the ball around, and Odunze got the size, speed, and route running chops to really break out in year 2. Think kind of like a little bit of a Amon St. Brown vibes, but with a little bit of a higher ceiling. He's probably sitting at wide receiver 30 or lower in Dynasty right now. If Johnson can turn the Chicago offense into like a juggernaut, Odunze could be a wide receiver 1 by mid-2025. He's somebody I would try and grab for low, really, really low, kind of before the hype train, happens. He is someone, remember, it's Dynasty after all. You want younger players. And if you need a wide receiver, I think he's someone you could grab. Most people would probably bail on him a little early. So if you can, grab him. So there you guys have it. That is 5 players to target in your Dynasty leagues. I love making these quick videos. This is 10 minutes, very short. The 5 guys, again, are Drake May, Chuba Hubbard, Xavier Worthy, Mark Andrews, and Rome Odunze. These guys are a little bit undervalued right now, but their situations really scream breakout potential for 25. So definitely get ahead of that curve, make some trades, and get your league mates to cry later about it. I really want to know what you guys think. Are there any other buy low candidates on your radar? As always, hit me up on X or in the comments, and let's keep this conversation rolling. You can definitely grab me on X at Chris Knowles NFL. And until next time, guys, keep grinding, keep winning, and I will definitely catch you guys on the flip side. Thanks for tuning in to the End Zone Experts. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, and share. We're really trying to build a dynasty army out here. So peace out, guys.